talking about people who've been here many years.
A new program coming from President Joe Biden offers 500,000 immigrant spouses of U.S. citizens with legal status. We'll tell you more about it.
This is a tiny town that's pretty catastrophic when you have a fire like this.
San Diego crews help with the post-fire in L.A.
The housing crisis really is national.
How the ability to buy a home could impact Latino voters.
Plus, is Disney worth the debt? How much people are breaking the bank for the happiest place on earth? It's 6 a.m. on Tuesday, June 18th, and you're up with CBS 8.
Also one of the best places on earth here in San Diego. Glad you're with us here at 6 a.m., everyone. I'm Eric Connard.
And I'm Nada Iranpour. Thank you for joining us. We do want to start off with your forecast. That does make us quite wonderful, right? Meteorologist Evan Irani, with or without the clouds. Hey, it's always a beautiful day.
Always a beautiful day. Clouds have been breaking apart relatively quickly, so we've been able to see the sunshine sooner in the day. Yesterday, we had that sunshine beaming on down for most of the afternoon. And then even into the evening, it was sunny out there. So very good indication that we should be heading in that direction, especially considering we're seeing temperatures warm up day to day. So as we get toward later on this week, the weekend, these temperatures are going to warm up even more. Upper 60s along the coast, upper 70s inland, 80s for the mountains, and 101 for the deserts. A live look outside. It is Stockton and San Miguel. But this is good. This does mean that those clouds are starting to lift a bit and that we could start to see that sunshine a little earlier on in the day. Sunset not coming until 7:59. You got a long day. Looks like we have the summer solstice just 48 hours out from us. Back to you for now.
Evan, thank you so much. And now breaking news from overnight. The Biden administration made a huge announcement just after 2 this morning.
Certain spouses of U.S. citizens without legal status could eventually get U.S. citizenship. CBS 8's Regina Yarita live near the border with more details on this plan as well as reaction to it. Regina?
Yeah, good morning, Eric and Netta. I can tell you that this new policy is for immigrants to apply for a work permit as well as deportation protections. Now, this is only for those who have been in the U.S. for at least 10 years and are married to a U.S. citizen. It solely focuses on those who have already hit that 10-year mark. So if you are hitting that mark after today's announcement, you do not qualify. But let's get into it. This is the policy, well, if upheld in court, would be the largest government program for undocumented immigrants since DACA. President Biden is expected to announce the measure at a White House event today. He's also slated to announce another move to make it easier for employees to sponsor dreamers and other undocumented immigrants for work visas. There's already pushback because of this new policy. Republican senators are criticizing the new policy, some calling it a huge magnet for would-be immigrants and adding that it would only attract even more people to the border. Meanwhile, immigration attorneys are cautiously optimistic. They want to learn more about a policy that could allow nearly 500,000 migrants to apply for what is known as parole in place.
This is very big. It's been years in the making. It's basically going to work like a military parole.
And of course, this is the second time that President Joe Biden has taken a sweeping and legally risky executive action on immigration. In the next half hour, we'll hear more from this immigration attorney and what he thinks about this support and pushback coming from Republican-led states as well as Democrats. For now, that's latest here near the border. I'm Regina Urita, CBS 8.
Regina, thanks for the latest there. This morning, a gun store in Oceanside is closed after this car drove into it. Happened early yesterday morning at Firearms Unknown on Oceanside Boulevard. A store employee says the thief or thieves grabbed whatever they could and then took off. Right now, we don't know how many guns were taken or any suspect information. We did reach out to police, but we haven't heard back on this. And this morning, a custody hearing is scheduled for Maya Milliete's 3 children. The Chula Vista mother disappeared in January of 2021. Her body has never been found. The children's father, Larry Milliete, is accused of murdering Maya. His trial is set for January. His parents and Maya's family have been fighting for guardianship. Recently, the judge granted summer visits for Larry's parents.
This morning, there's a new class action lawsuit claiming encampment sweeps in East County violate people's constitutional rights. Plaintiffs say they're not given enough notice before the few possessions they have are thrown away.
Unfortunately, it just does absolutely nothing to help solve this issue, and it just puts people in even more dire straits trying to get out of it.
We have reached out to the defendants named in this case for comment, including the County of San Diego and Caltrans. At this point, we've either not heard back or they've declined to comment on pending litigation. Today, Sandag is holding a public meeting on the environmental cost to move nearly 2 miles of railroad tracks off the edge of these eroding bluffs in Del Mar. You can learn about the project and share your feedback. This after Sandag narrowed down 3 new routes. Alternative A goes along the Interstate 5. It's a favorite of the community, but it is the longest route and the most expensive. Alternative B is the straightest route. Alternative C has the shortest tunnel. The public meeting will be at 6 p.m. today at the Marriott in Del Mar.
Tonight, Chula Vista Mayor John McCann is expected to give the annual State of the City address. He's going to cover some of the city's biggest accomplishments throughout the year. The address taking place at 6:30 p.m. at the Chula Vista Elite Athlete Training Center. It is free and it's open to the public. You must register to attend. Go to cbs8.com and just click on the help button for that link. This morning, crews from San Diego Fire Rescue are helping fight wildfires around Southern California, including the Post Fire north of Los Angeles.
CAL FIRE just updated the numbers moments ago. The Post Fire is now more than 15,600 acres, and it is 24% contained. It started Saturday near Gorman, fueled by dry brush and strong wind. Cause of this one still under investigation. More than 1,000 people have evacuated from there. A red flag warning for the area still in effect through today. Even though local crews are assisting, San Diego Fire Rescue says local stations here remain staffed, and they do urge you to prepare for fire danger. Up in Sonoma County, the Point Fire has now spread to more than 1,200 acres. Look at this video. In New Mexico, the South Fork Fire, that one has burned now more than 5,000 acres. Meantime, sweltering heat headed to the northeast, putting millions of people at risk. And with hurricane season also underway, parts of Texas preparing for a potential tropical storm system this week. So considering what's happening all around the country here in San Diego, I mean, to see that clouds are our biggest problem.
Yeah.
Not really that big of a deal, right?
Right.
Yeah, and continuing to watch as that marine layer builds on shore each morning, pulls back each afternoon. We still get some warm temperatures, and in terms of the fires that are nearby, we have also seen the influence of some of the smoke from those fires. So our air quality is something we'll check in on as well. Here's the marine layer, though. The white on there, all cloud cover. None of this is smoke. We're going to watch as those clouds continue to pull back as the day progresses and then give us more and more sunshine. But this is what we're talking about in terms of your smoke. Most of us should be in the green as we start off each morning. That would mean we have good air quality. Only a couple spots right around the Santa Barbara area are in the green. Besides that, you've got almost entirely yellow and orange. Orange being unhealthy for sensitive groups. That is young kids, older adults, anyone who has asthma, for example, respiratory illnesses. These are all spots that you should limit your time outside if you are in that sensitive group category. But besides that, most of us are in the yellow, which is the moderate range. That gives us ground to just kind of keep an eye on it. Watch out for the possibility of declining air quality. What we really watch out for in particular is if that air quality pushes into the unhealthy for all range. Right now, no spots of Southern California are under that unhealthy for all range. 63 degrees right now in Oceanside, 61 in Encinitas. Good morning to El Cajon at 59 degrees, Alpine at 55. These temperatures are pretty uniform thanks to the marine layer, and they're relatively mild, right? Nothing too worrisome in terms of your overnight low temperatures. They're not too cold, not below average. By the time we get to the afternoon, we should be in the above average range, especially as the next several days progress. That's when we hit the low 80s out there, Friday, Saturday, and then all the way through about Tuesday of next week, those temperatures should be above normal. But most of us will see a very slow, mild warm-up between now and Thursday. We were looking at some of those 3-day outlooks and see maybe a 1-degree climb in temperatures. But then from Thursday through the weekend, it looks like we'll be closer to 3, maybe 4 degrees of climbing each day. That'll take us into the above average range, with, again, the warmest of temperatures being this weekend and then into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Let's take a look at traffic. It's a mild start to the morning. No major crashes or collisions according to our maps here. We're starting to see a little bit of congestion build on the 5 and 805 northbound, mid-span Coronado Bridge, also some slight slowing. Let's take a look as well at how our border wait times are faring as we start off the day. You got an hour for both spots. The San Ysidro Port of Entry going to take you 60 minutes. Otay Mesa Port of Entry also about 60 minutes as we start off your Tuesday morning. Back to you.
Evan, thank you so much. And coming up here, where a Secret Service agent was robbed at gunpoint.
Plus, do you really know what ingredients are in baby wipes? The new warning. And why UC San Diego researchers created a brain recording device.